Go ahead with the intro.
Oh, hey, I'm Franqi French, DC comic.
So, how long you been on the comedy scene here in the DMV?
That's funny. I've been doing comedy for 4 years.
Okay, awesome. So, you've been doing a lot of shows up and down the East Coast. I see your name all over social media.
Oh, wow, okay.
What made you want to dive in? Like, I know I always ask every comedian on interviews that people always think about it, but then there's that event or that moment where you say, I'm going to actually go for this and I'm going to do it. So what was that moment for you?
So that's kind of a funny story because I never said I'm going to do comedy. I never said that. So I was a musician for a lot of years. I sing and I write music. And my sister, I have 6 sisters, I have 2 brothers. And my sister is also a very artsy-fartsy kind of person. She's an actress and model in her mind, but it's fine. So she calls me up one day, she's like, hey, I'm gonna do this comedy class at the DC Improv. You should do it with me. And I was like, all right, cool. So I sign up, I pay my money to do and it's like a couple $100s. So there's no way I'm backing out at this point. Mm-hmm. She doesn't ever sign up. So now I'm like, all right, so I guess I'm gonna just do this thing by myself. I've never done comedy before, but whatever. And I did it, loved it. Like, I got bit by the bug. It's the only thing that I wanted to do. And then I started thinking back and I'm like, I've been a comedy lover for my entire life. And I remember being a little kid and like out in the 80s, when your parents left to go to the store, it didn't matter if you were 2, 3, 4, it didn't matter how old you were. They left you at home, alone, which was fantastic for me because I got to listen to Eddie Murphy records, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, you know what I mean, George Carlin, Whoopi Goldberg. So I got to put these actual records on to a record player, put headphones on, and sit and go, oh, he said the F word, he said the S word, and the B word, and the A word. This is amazing. I want to do that. As a little kid, forgot all about it, started doing music, and then ended up back in comedy, and this is my jam. Like, I love it.
So are you originally from this area?
Originally from New York.
Okay.
Born, a little bit raised there, moved here when I was like 6 or 7.
Okay.
And then moved to LA when I turned 18.
Oh,
and
wow.
Lived there for 4 years.
What was that experience like?
It was crazy. My first week there, I ended up meeting Dave Matthews in the record store I worked in. And he kind of snatched me out of there, and I just started like promoting clubs and like doing stuff like foreign with him. And then I branched off, and these people like gave me my own club. I was like running this. It was crazy, and just like hanging with celebrities and just doing ridiculous stuff. And ended up doing a little too much.
So that gave you exposure and experience in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Even though you weren't doing comedy at the time.
Yeah.
Do you find that experience sort of helps you now?
Oh,
the way you approach a show, the way you promote yourself,
yes,
how you handle crowds, and
100%.
Networking. Yeah. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, I was kind of pushed in at a really young age to be around like A-list celebrities. I'm talking about like Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Wahlberg, like people like Reese Witherspoon, like people that are really, really famous now that weren't very famous then. Yeah. So it just now I can be in a room with people that are doing what I want to do and not be super starstruck and not be inappropriate and not be a fan, so to speak, even though I am a fan. Like, I'm a...
So you know how to act right?
Right, I know how to act right. You know what I mean? So yes, in that sense, it's definitely helped me, and kind of being around the entertainment industry. Networking is key. Like, you have to be able to network. So I definitely learned and honed that skill. So yes, for sure. Just generally in life, it's absolutely helped me, for sure.
So for people who want to follow you, what's your social media handle?
Oh my God, yes, please follow me everywhere. I will follow you back, I promise. So it's Franqi French everywhere.
Okay.
And my name is spelled Franqi. I know that there's supposed to be a U before the Q, but there is not. I am black. We do things like that. Calm down. It's just called flavor. But it's Franqi, and the last name is French, French, and it's on Instagram and Twitter. It's just all together, Franqi French. On Facebook, it's Franqi space French. So find me everywhere, Snapchat, everywhere.
All right. Well, hey, thank you for sitting down.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.